The purpose of this DVD or video, wherever you're watching it, is to educate and inform you why you're sick, what is actually happening in your body that is causing you to feel the way you're feeling, and what you need to do to fix it. If you are diagnosed with a chronic condition, you should listen carefully to this. If you're diagnosed with thyroid condition, suffer from low energy, given medication to take for the rest of your life, you should listen carefully to what I'm about to say. If you're diagnosed with fibromyalgia from weight gain and do not want to take medication for the rest of your life, you should stop this video, take a pen and piece of paper, and start taking notes. You're about to hear some groundbreaking, transformational knowledge that has affected many lives. It has helped hundreds of patients successfully. There is a reason that patients travel from other parts of the United States to our office. They drive hours to get to our office.
Hi, my name is Adrian James from Baltimore, Maryland. I've been going from doctor to doctor for 8 months long, and nobody can find what's going on. And Dr. Maj just found out in just 30 minutes of just seeing him, and I'm getting better and better every day, and I'm just so grateful. I thank God for everything, and I thank Dr. Maz and everybody here at MedWell.
My name is Dr. Maz. I practice at MedWell LLC, the Center for Chronic Solutions, located in Midland Park. We are a panel of physicians and doctors and therapists working together under one roof. I'm also the author of this book, which you're going to see on the screen, How to Live Pain-Free and Happy, Drug-Free, Non-invasive, non-chemical, non-surgical steps for relieving chronic pain, chronic diabetes, thyroid problem, chronic unrelenting fatigue, fibromyalgia. I've also lectured nationally and internationally about knee arthritis recovery, chronic neck or back pain. Why do I feel like this? Which is the purpose of this video. If you're suffering from insomnia, why you feel that you cannot sleep. What is the actual true cause of it? We're going to go over a lot of information. Neuropathy, restless legs, oxygen therapy. These are not DVDs. This is my life's work, the last 10 years of research. I put a lot of time and effort into these. They used to be available on Amazon for sale. Not anymore. I'm giving it to you for free. You can go to my website at www.drmaz.com, drmaz.com. I'm not here for recognition. I'm not here for applause. I've had enough of that. I'm here to change your life, and when it comes to changing your life, I'm very serious about this. So get a pen and piece of paper ready. Imagine being able to be pain-free without numbness tingling to your arms or to your legs. Imagine being able to sleep well, having the energy to go throughout the day, being able to enjoy life to the fullest with your family and children and friends. Not being labeled that you have this condition or that condition. Hashimoto's thyroiditis, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue. Having to take pills for the rest of your life. If you have sleeping problem, the solution is not Tylenol PM or Ambien or any other things that you get from local supermarkets. We need to find the cause. If you're always tired and fatigued, the solution is definitely not Red Bull or any other energy drink. That will mess up your adrenal glands. We need to find what is the cause. The cause usually involves multiple systems and organs of the body. And we need to address them at the same time individually. It usually involves gut function, liver function, brain function, thyroid function, adrenal gland function. You need a package of treatment to target all of these. This is why your current treatment is not working, because you are not addressing all of these, and if you are, you're not addressing it at the same time. You have to get everything working together at the same time so you can maximize healing. I wish it was that easy. A plus B would equal C. There is no one remedy for chronic autoimmune conditions, which is what you're suffering with, and we're going to talk about it later. You have to have everything working together optimally. Your brain function, your liver function, your gallbladder function, your thyroid function, your adrenal function, they have to work all together because they need each other for your body to work properly. I tell you, I'm not a professional speaker, but I'm a doctor that you could depend on.
He's very thorough. He's a great person. He's very passionate in what he does. And I'm so glad that I did his program. I just want to say thank you, Dr. Maz.
What causes your autoimmune condition is massive inflammation, toxicity, and decreased immune response. What is common among chronic conditions? Massive inflammation, toxicity, decreased immune response. Why you're having a problem? You have a problem because you have a massive inflammation, your body is toxic, and your immune system cannot handle it. You have decreased immune response. The problem is that most doctors that you have been to, they're organ-based and they deal with one organ. They're highly specialized in one organ. Thyroid doctor looks from here to here. Diabetes doctor looks at your pancreas. Skin doctor looks at your skin. They look at your symptoms and run some tests. As a result of the results of the test, you're labeled that you have this or that condition. I want to eliminate the fact that you're going from doctor to doctor to doctor. I want to reinvent your life. The cause of you having low energy, sleep difficulty, feeling depressed, feeling fatigued, memory loss, GI issues is not even addressed because they look at the organ. They're missing the boat. Because your doctor is looking at your symptoms and not you. We need to treat you as one package, as one person. If your name is Mary, your condition's name will be Mary's condition. It's different from everybody else's condition. Most people who suffer from chronic conditions, they're suffering from an autoimmune condition. What is autoimmune condition? Autoimmune condition is a condition that, due to parasite, viruses, mold, yeast, inflammation, toxicity, on and on and on, they attack your body. Your immune system wants to handle it. It cannot. It attacks other organs and systems of the body. Your thyroid, your pancreas, your liver, your skin, you get allergies, your sleep, your brain most of the time. Then your brain cannot handle it, your organs cannot handle it. Then when your organs cannot handle it, your immune system loses. And then you get autoimmune condition. When you don't eat for energy, your organs do not get proper nutrients to function properly. As a result, they become weak. Make sense? When you don't eat for energy, your organs become weak. Now, when the organs become weak, your immune system's job is to protect them. But your immune system becomes weak too. As a result, your immune system starts attacking your organs. Attacking liver, stomach, because they cannot protect you. Autoimmune conditions, they affect your thyroid function, they affect your liver function, sex drive, brain function, gut function, muscles, joints. Then it remained untreated, your problem becomes chronic. Then you go on to specialist who only looks at your organ and gives you pills. For how long? Rest of your life. Then you get more sick. I want you to understand, chronic conditions require to treat the body, not a system of the body, not an organ of the body, not only definitely a symptom of the body. If you cannot sleep, it could be related to many organs. It could be related to many systems of the body, but it has a cause. We need to treat the cause. Your thyroid will not have optimal function without your liver functioning properly, and your liver will not function properly if your thyroid is not functioning properly, and I'm going to explain to you why in a bit. The main reason your thyroid and pancreas, they're not working, in most cases, it's not even related to thyroid or pancreas. Most of my patients who have thyroid or liver or gut problem or brain fog, it's not even related to these organs. So the pills and the medications that you have been taking has not even addressed the cause, obviously. That's why you're watching this video. You have to look at everything and everything at once. That's what your doctor should do. We need to treat you and not only your symptoms. That is why you're still a mess. That is why you don't get better. That's why you're taking medications. That's why you're even taking supplements and you're not even getting better.
Good morning. My name is Sheriff Michael Sordino, Bergen County Sheriff, and I'm here this morning to thank Dr. Maz and the whole MedWell staff for all they do.
Folks, I want to reinvent your life because there is a lot of confusion, even with supplements. Just because it's natural, it doesn't mean it's good. There is a lot of bad, crappy supplements that actually even make you more sick. Many of you go to local supermarkets and get supplements, thinking you're doing something good for the body. But in reality, you're not. And this is why I recommend you to take actually the supplements I give you, our doctors give you. Because the supplements that our doctors give you, they are live source organic vitamins. The vitamin D that many of you have been taking, it's solvent extracted from sheep's wool. It is solvent extracted from sheep's wool. It is synthetic. And if it's synthetic, it's not going to work and it causes actually more harm to your body. CoQ10. CoQ10 is a known supplement for energy. It is true. I recommend it too. But a lot of you are taking CoQ10s that are synthetic and they're oxidized. Oxidized is no good. Antioxidant is good. Anything that is oxidized is not good. That's why that's the difference between a cheap CoQ10 and a pharmaceutical grade CoQ10. Cheap vitamin B, pharmaceutical grade vitamin B. A lot of you are taking vitamin B and B complex, which again, we recommend it too. But vitamin B, a lot of them, I've seen a lot of patients, I've seen thousands of patients already in my office. A lot of them used to bring vitamin B that's derived from coal tar, petroleum driven, gasoline driven. You don't need to put that in your body. Well, that's why you're a mess to begin with. You have a lot of problems. Vitamin C, the cheapest vitamin C, which I don't even think it is vitamin C, it's ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid is not vitamin C. It is in a lot of foods. It causes free radicals. Free radicals are not good. Free radicals is why you're a mess today. It's pro-oxidant. Ascorbic acid is pro-oxidant, and you need antioxidant. A lot of cancer patients, they take CoQ10, they take ascorbic acid. It's not good for them. Well, CoQ10 is good, but not the synthetic one. Vitamin C is good, not the ascorbic acid. You are taking synthetic vitamins which are not good for you. You see, synthetic neutral supplements, they actually cause free radicals. They cause something that we call excitotoxins. These are full of chemicals and some of these chemicals, it's called xenoestrogens. Xenoestrogens, they compete with estrogen receptors in your cells and cause a lot of hormonal problems. Ladies, sounds familiar? Hormonal problems. It's because of the diet, because of the supplements that you may be taking. Guess what free radicals and excitotoxins cause? They cause inflammation, toxicity, decreased immune response, which is the problem you're having. You need to stop taking anything that says enriched. Enriched sounds good, but it's horrible. That means they take rock form of iron, rock iron, and add it to white flour, pasta, bagels, pancakes, waffles. And guess what that rock iron do? The rock iron, when it goes in your body, it clogs your liver. Your liver function is vital, right? It's for toxicity. One of the things that your liver converts, it converts T4 to T3 hormones that your thyroid gland requires. So your thyroid has the T4, it has to convert to T3 in your liver. If you have rock form of iron by having enriched foods, this does not take place. So it affects your metabolism, it affects your feelings, it affects your energy. Fibromyalgia patients and thyroid patients, 98% of the thyroid patients that I have, they have fibromyalgia as well. 95% of the fibromyalgia patients, they have a thyroid problem. And nobody looks at their liver. If your liver is shot, the conversion of T4 to T3, it's not going to happen. Does not take place. So you take thyroid pills that your doctor gave you that focuses on your thyroid. You take it for how long? For the rest of your life. And that's why we need to treat the whole body if you want to stop taking the medications that you're taking. If you're suffering from insomnia, I assure you, if you're suffering from sleep problem, I assure you that your adrenal glands are shot. Adrenal glands are on top of your kidneys. And what they do, they produce adrenaline. Adrenaline holds, one of its job is to hold a magnesium in your blood. When your adrenal glands do not function and it's under stress, they also call it a stress gland, magnesium does not stay in your blood. And that is why you're in pain, because magnesium is important for your muscles and bones and joints. If you don't have magnesium, that's why your body goes in pain. That's why when we give you the supplements, the amino acids, the magnesium supplements, you start feeling better. You see, many chronic conditions, especially thyroid, diabetes, fibromyalgia patients, they have thyroid problem. At least 50% of them know about it. 50% of these patients who suffer from a thyroid problem, they don't even know about it because they go to their doctor just does basic tests, TSH, they don't even do T3 and T4. Some doctors do TSH, T3 and T4, they don't do thyroid antibodies. Because thyroid antibodies, they are required on a different organ of the body. Not to mention, the blood ranges, they're made for sick people. That's another video. I'm going to touch on it a little bit. The blood ranges that we have, the normal versus abnormal, they are made for sick people, not healthy people. So what happens, we are looking at functional ranges, which are a lot more narrower than the blood broad ranges that's given. Another thing that is a big misnomer is iodine. See, low thyroid 90% of the time is caused by autoimmune thyroiditis. A lot of people don't take iodine because it is the worst thing to take. Well, a lot of doctors say do not take iodine to their patients as well. And they are partially correct. You should not take processed synthetic iodine. That's very bad for you. But you should take natural, unprocessed iodine that is raw and it's derived from natural source. It will actually help you. It has helped me. Pink salt is a very good source that is unprocessed, raw, natural iodine.
I'm feeling much better. My depression is much less, and I'm hoping to continue the treatment. And the staff at MedWell has been wonderful to me. They've been very kind and understanding and treating me very well, and I'm looking forward to continuing my treatment.
There is cause, problem, symptom. Symptom is a sleeping problem. Symptom is hair loss, low energy. Problem is what is involved to make these symptoms. It's usually an organ, thyroid, brain function, gut function, on and on and on. Cause usually involves multiple systems and organs of the body. We need to treat the cause. For your thyroid gland to work properly, as I said before, you need to have a properly working and operating liver. For an example, 60% of T4 that needs to be converted to T3, it happens in your liver. 20% of T4 that has to be converted to T3, it's in your gut. The thyroid doctor does not care about the GI, gastroenterologist job. The gastroenterologist job doesn't care about your thyroid. And the shrink that you need to see later on, because you don't know what's causing the problem, doesn't care about either of them. You're suffering from an autoimmune condition, and most of my patients, when they suffer from autoimmune condition, they are misdiagnosed. Autoimmune condition, I want you to understand, it trumps all other conditions. There is no pill for autoimmune condition. We need to fix the body at the same time and address all organs at the same time to start seeing results. Doctors, they're good. I have a lot of respect for a lot of doctors. They're good, but mostly they're good for acute conditions. Heart attack, liver transplant, fracture. But when it comes to chronic conditions, they drop the ball. They don't know what to do. They just give pills after pills after pills to manage only the symptoms. For example, thyroid problem or fibromyalgia, it affects every cell in your body. Literally. When you have a thyroid problem or when you have fibromyalgia or chronic fatigue, it affects every cell in your body. When you have diabetes, it affects every cell in your body. When you have a chronic condition, no matter what is it, if it's a chronic autoimmune condition, it affects every single cell in your body. I want to have maximum effect and impact on as many people as I can. Most of my patients, they have been to multiple doctors. They have had multiple tests, and they're still a mess. We are here to help people who have nowhere else to go, who are literally hopeless because they've been to so many doctors. And we try to fix them. Have we been successful? Yes, very successful. But this video is not about me. This video is about you guys. Folks, you're not going to lose weight to become healthy. This is another thing I get. A lot of people, they say, Dr. Maz, I want to lose weight to get healthy. But it's really the other way around. First you get healthy, then you will lose the weight automatically. First you fix the body, how it's supposed to operate, then you will lose the weight. The reason diets don't work, it is because your body is not healthy. The number one reason diets don't work is because your body is not healthy. It cannot lose the weight. It wants to keep the toxins and inflammation. There is reasons behind that. Do you want anti-aging? Anti-aging comes from inside out. It does not come from outside in. We can fix the look, but we cannot fix the operation in the body. With plastic surgery, you cannot fix the operations of the body. If you want true anti-aging, it comes from inside out. We need to fix your inside, and your outside will look better automatically. In order for you to see a doctor who understands what is going on, you need to see a doctor who understands functional neurology and how the brain works. You need to see a doctor who understands functional endocrinology and knows how the hormones work. You need to go to see a doctor who understands how to read the tests, before that actually, what tests to order, how to interpret the test results based on functional ranges, not based on what the lab says. What supplements, medications, and other agents you would need to fix you up. How to monitor your progress. If you are not improving as expected, what is the cause of that? The doctor needs to know that. I'm not telling you to come to us. I'm telling you to go to a doctor who understands this whole concept, which are not that many of them. I assure you there are not that many of them. Why I say there is not that many doctors who understand this whole concept is because many doctors simply, one of the classic misnomers, many doctors, they order blood tests, which unfortunately blood test has a lot of false positives, has a lot of false negatives. As I said, blood tests are made for really, really sick people. As a result, the patient will have unanswered reason for their condition. When many patients, they have unanswered reason for their conditions, they go from doctor to doctor. This doctor gives them pills, this doctor gives them more pills. Then they go to a psychiatrist as a recommendation solely because the doctor cannot find a cause. And when you see a psychiatrist, guess what happens? You get more pills, you get Xanax, you get clonazepam, Valium. You are here because you don't want to take medication for the rest of your life. If these medications were working, you would have been fixed by now or fixed a few years ago. I want you to understand, I'm not curing your condition. I'm not curing your thyroid. I'm not curing your fibromyalgia. I'm not curing your chronic fatigue. I'm not adding or eliminating your medications that you're taking. I'm not adding to your Synthroid. I'm not eliminating Lyrica. I'm not doing any of that with your medication. That's the job of the doctor who prescribed it for you. But I'm here to educate you that Topamax, Neurontin, Lyrica, they're anti-seizure medication. You heard me correctly. They are anti-seizure medication. There are a lot of fibromyalgia patients, they take Lyrica. Why? Because Lyrica, when it came out as an anti-seizure epileptic medication, the patients who had epilepsy, they were taking it and they had pain relief. So the pharmaceutical companies said, well, let's use it for pain relief. But again, I'm not telling you to take it. I'm not telling you not to take it. That's the job of the prescribing physician. I'm just educating you. If you don't believe me, Google it. I'm here for educating you. I don't want to be abrasive. I don't want to be rude. Please don't get me wrong. Most people, they like to be nice than effective. I want to be effective. I want to change your life. I want to be the one that changes your life, and I'm very serious about fixing your body.
After a few weeks and on a regimen that he put me on, I feel a lot better. I'm happy. I don't drink coffee to keep awake. I'm consistently up during the day, and I sleep very good at night.
Most chronic conditions have something in common, as I mentioned before. Most chronic conditions have the underlying cause, which is causing massive inflammation in your body, increased toxicity in your body, and decreased immune response. In order to fix your body and achieve maximum healing, we need to decrease the inflammation, decrease the toxicity, and increase immune response. How we're going to go ahead and do that is we need to diagnose and treat you metabolically, neurologically, and structurally in order to achieve maximum healing. You need to be diagnosed metabolically, you need to be diagnosed neurologically. If you have body pain, you need to be diagnosed structurally. We need to see metabolically if you have lactose or fructose intolerance. We need to see if you have inflammation or bad bacteria in your gut, which I am positive you do, because that's the first area we check, and that's the first area that we find problems. I promise you that you have inflammation in your body that is contributing to your weight gain, depression and anxiety, sleepless nights, low energy, and chronic problems that you're suffering with. That includes autoimmune thyroiditis. We need to see if you have signs of gut problem. Common signs that everybody knows, which we are not looking for, is indigestions, belching, feel bloated after a meal. So if you have these, you definitely have a problem. But if you don't have indigestion, belching, feeling bloated after a meal, that doesn't mean your gut functions properly. This is one of the things I want you to learn and understand. Symptoms is one of the last things that appear. If you have insomnia, lack of sleep, weakness, chronic pain, chronic tiredness, not responding to existing treatment, not responding to medications, getting sick all the time, being depressed all the time, your gut is contributing to it. And you need to be diagnosed properly if it does, and to what degree. If you have a gut problem, if your gut is not functioning properly, the pills and supplements that you're taking now, they're not even getting absorbed. They're not even getting digested. Inflammation is the reason that you're not responding to diet and supplements and many medications that you're even taking. That's why we need to do this painless, non-invasive test, which we do in our office to see if you have inflammation, how much, if you have unwanted bacteria, if you have lactose or fructose intolerance. The next thing that we test is a neurological testing. It's a neurosystemic autonomic nervous system testing to see how the organs function. This is also painless, non-invasive, and it's done over here. The other test that's extremely important is brain mapping test. This is also non-invasive, painless, with zero side effects. Because as soon as I say brain, people panic. It has zero side effects, it is painless, it is non-invasive, and it doesn't do anything to your brain. It only takes information from your brain to see how different parts of the brain they communicate to each other, how they control the body. We need to make sure we normalize your brain activity. So all the organs, they function neurologically in an optimal zone. Because when the organs, they don't function in optimal zone, it could be a neurological phenomena, the brain is not controlling them properly. It could be a vascular problem, there is not enough supply. It could be a hormonal problem where the vascular supply is good, but the diet is crappy. You follow what I'm saying? So this is also a non-invasive, painless, zero side effect diagnostic tool, and as a result, we do treatment, which we're going to touch on a little bit later. If your brain does not function in optimal zone, you'll have functional symptoms. Most people, they want me to explain that. Functional symptoms, they don't show on MRI or X-rays. That's a waste of time. Yeah, if you're looking for a tumor, it's good. But functional symptoms, that contributes to brain not functioning in optimal zone is memory loss, feeling depressed, anxiety, fatigued, messing up your children's name, inability to do simple math, going to work, you don't know how you got there, not responding to medications, not responding to supplements. Sounds familiar?
I'm much more energized, I'm more focused, I sleep better. I can actually work out in the gym now. My knees are feeling better, my back is better, and I hopefully if I can, when I continue coming here, I'll get even more stronger than before.
So when these symptoms that I mentioned happen, that usually indicates there is parts of the brain which controls your organs, like your thyroid, pancreas, gut function, adrenals. They can become underactive. That means they don't have proper amount of activity. And we need to increase their activity. Other parts of the brain, they may be overactive. When you have overactive parts of the brain, then it makes you not to be able to sleep. And we need to lower their activity. How do we do that? We do it with smart brain therapy. Smart brain therapy is a therapy, again, that is painless, non-invasive, with zero side effects that we do in this office. And what it does, it normalizes your brain activity. So as a result, you have more focus. As a result, a lot of these functional symptoms will get better. And the best part about this therapy is it does it involuntarily. So involuntarily, you're going to be watching a movie, involuntarily it normalizes your brain activity while you're watching the movie. Like I said before, it is painless, non-invasive, and with zero side effects. And the results in many patients are permanent. We use it a lot with attention deficit disorders for children, but mainly we use it right now with adult attention deficit. I say an example, it's similar to when you were as a kid, you learned how to ride a bike. You haven't ride a bike for, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. Now when you start riding it again, it comes back to you naturally because it is planted in your brain how to balance yourself on the bike. And sometimes when you even want to fall, when you're on the bike, you can't because the body doesn't allow you to fall. So if your brain does not function in optimal zone, no matter how much medication you take, no matter how much supplements you take that are good for you, you're not going to get better. because your brain controls all your body organs. Your brain controls your thyroid, your brain controls your liver, your brain controls your pancreas, your stomach, your adrenal glands. Followed by smart brain therapy, many patients are prescribed oxygen treatment. Oxygen treatment is necessary and vital for brain function and many other organs in the body. Let's touch on that a little bit. As you get older, after the age of actually 25, your ability to utilize oxygen that you breathe in, it diminishes about 1% a year. So when you're 50 years old, your ability to utilize oxygen has diminished about 25%. That is considering if you're not smoking. If you're a smoker, it's more than that. Now, your brain needs two things to survive: glucose and oxygen. Glucose, you get it from what you eat. But the oxygen, it comes from breathing. And if there is not enough oxygen neurologically in your body, you're going to be oxygen deprived. Now, neurologically, you need more oxygen in your body than for your cardiovascular system. Most physicians test you based on your cardiovascular system. Okay? So, neurologically, you need a lot more oxygen. Now, when we give oxygen therapy to the brain by just putting oxygen therapy machine next to you while you're in the office, as a result of that, your brain gets the proper energy for the neurons and neurotransmitters to function properly. And oxygen will help you with sleep. Talking about sleep, the reason that you're not sleeping could be your adrenal glands, but we're going to address that later. But oxygen, it's vital for brain function and organ function. That's why most of our patients are prescribed oxygen treatment. Let's talk about sleep. Now, when you have a sleep problem, adrenal glands, which I said they're stress glands, they're in charge of cortisol production. High cortisol is not good. Low cortisol is not good. High cholesterol is not good. Low cholesterol is worse. If you have low cholesterol, you're going to have big problems. Okay? So what we need to do as far as your sleep patterns to fix your sleep, cortisol levels should be stabilized throughout the day. No matter how much you exercise, no matter how little you eat, if your cortisol level is not proper at different times of the day and night, you're not going to be able to sleep. You're not going to be able to lose weight. Very common reason that people, they eat as little as possible and they exercise, they still don't lose the weight because cortisol is not properly managed in their body. The reason I say all of these is because most of our patients, they need a specific, individualized, customized type of program for them. Everybody's condition is different. You need customized, individualized, a specific type of cleanse and detoxification of your body to get rid of inflammation and toxins. That by itself could make you lose a lot of weight. As I said, fix the body, you will lose the weight. Fix the organs, you will lose the weight. That's what needs to be done.
I was feeling tired, I was, lack of focus, I just wasn't energized at all. But with the treatment that I've been getting, with, all together, collectively, I've just been feeling a whole lot better.
If you don't fix the body, you are not going to lose the weight. If you have done cleanse and detox that took less than 30 days, it will not work effectively. If you have done detox and cleanse and had food elimination or juicing or restrictions, it will not work because you're going to go back to uncleansing. You're going to go back to your routine diet. We have had many patients just by being on our cleanse, they have lost weight. I want you to understand something. The medical model is very, very deceptive, misleading. Pharmaceutical companies, they're running our medical society, medical community. Pharmaceutical companies are telling us what's good, what's not good. If you have high cholesterol, it's bad, take pills for the rest of your life. That gives you neuropathy. That gives you heart problems. Again, I'm not telling you to take or not take any medication. That's the job of your prescribing doctor. We need to give you drug-free, non-synthetic, organic, pharmaceutical grade natural supplements that will help eliminating toxins and inflammations in your body. That has worked successfully on hundreds of our patients. That includes the doctors who come to our office as patients. Some of the supplements that you're going to be getting, they're going to be in liquid format. Some of them are going to be in pill format. Some of them are going to be in creams format that you put on the body topically. Why? Because some of them work better as liquid, some of them work better as pills, some of them work better as topical creams to bypass the gastrointestinal tract that is full of inflammation. The reason I say that is I want you to understand when you come to my office, if you come to my office, I don't want you to argue with me. I don't like powder, I don't like liquid, I don't like this, I don't like pills, I don't like creams. This is the matter of life or gradual death. I'm very serious about fixing your body.
Hi, I'm Passaic County Sheriff Richard Burdnick, and I encourage everyone to come to MedWell. The treatment here is fantastic, the staff is wonderful, and if you want to get better, this is the place to be.
So, number one cause of massive inflammation, toxicity, decreased immune response is body acidity. Remember, in middle school or high school, you learn acidity versus alkaline, acid, alkaline. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Number one cause of massive inflammation, toxicity, as well as getting autoimmune condition is body acidity. Your body pH should be between 6.4 to 7.0. Above 7.0 is no good. Below 6.4 is no good. The reason I say that is because I have had patients, they were above 7.0, that was bad as well. The more your body is alkaline, the better it is, but not above 7.0. Below 6.4 is no good, which most of you are. And many doctors are missing the boat. Many patients are missing the boat. I'm not talking about salivary pH that many people have had tested on. I'm talking about urine pH. Why? Because it has to go throughout your system. First urine pH 5 to 7 a.m. in the morning. It has to go through the system to see what is your urine pH. Because what you put here, it doesn't matter. What comes out matters, what the body pH is. So you have to be alkaline to heal. We used to do this acidity testing in our office. Well, we don't do that anymore because everybody are too acidic. We need to make you alkaline. What causes body acidity? Poor diet, toxins, heavy metals, dental infections. See, you have these fibromyalgia experts. You have these autoimmune thyroid experts. No one talks about heavy metal toxicity. Nobody talks about mercury fillings. Nobody talks about electromagnetic field. Nobody talks about the phone towers. Nobody talks about the grocery store when you buy your goods, it scans your food. Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about fluoride. Nobody talks about the toothpaste that you take, that you brush your teeth in the morning, has fluoride in it. Fluoride is toxic. Fluoride affects your mental clarity and brain function. And you put that in your body every day, first thing in the morning.
I have my life back. I can do more physical things that I could not do without lifting something and be in tears, really. And since coming to MedWell, all of that has changed. With no medication, with no pills, and that's what I was looking for.
When your body is too acidic, your body leaches minerals from your bones to buffer your blood. It takes minerals from your bones to buffer your blood. So you get osteoporosis, you get osteopenia, you feel weak. When your body is acidic, the body produces free radicals. Free radicals are bad. When your body is acidic, you have a welcoming environment for viruses, bacteria, mold, yeast, candida. These are the people who get sick often. These are the people who, when they get sick, they don't get better fast. These are the people who are tired all the time because their body is too acidic. If you have pain all over the body, I guarantee you, you're extremely acidic. If you have fibromyalgia, I guarantee you, you're extremely acidic. If you have cancer, I guarantee you, you have extremely acidic body. How do I guarantee that? It's because cancer cells cannot survive in alkaline environment. Cancer cells can only survive in acidic environment. So, if your body is acidic, you have a welcoming environment for cancer cells, which we're going to touch on later. If you have acidic body, you have a welcoming environment to get sick all the time. And that's why one of the first things to fix with your fixing your body is make your body more alkaline. How do we make your body more alkaline? Is first changing your diet. No more junk food. No more hydrogenated oil. Olive oil is good, but not when it's cooked. You got to eat more veggies. You have to have organic food. Please do not consume refined sugar. Table sugar, it's poison. Cancer cells, they love table sugar. Cancer cells, they love sugar. Eliminate your diet soda that you're having. Eliminate packaged food. Folks, you need to eat for energy. You're eating for death. Aspartame causes neurotransmitter degeneration, causes brain neuron degeneration, causes Alzheimer, causes multiple sclerosis. Tap water is not good. Tap water has many chemicals that makes your body acidic. There was a hype about alkaline water a couple of years ago. Well, alkaline water is not good either. You heard me correctly. Alkaline water is not good either. Why? Because your stomach needs to be acidic. And that's one of the main reasons that you have a lot of gut problems, which we're going to touch on later. Your problem is your stomach is not as acidic as it's supposed to be. And when you put alkaline water, the first organ it goes to is your stomach. That's not good either. Also, tap water has full of fluoride and chloride. Fluoride and chloride, they are not good for the body. The body doesn't know what to do with them. In addition, like for example, what happens, fluoride and chloride, when they go to the body, they compete with iodine molecules in your body for your thyroid. Remember I said iodine is good for your thyroid? So if thyroid will not function properly because it's not working properly, you'll be fatigued all the time. Simple as that. So stop drinking diet soda. That's poison. Stop drinking tap water. Stop drinking liquids that makes you more dehydrated. I mean, most people that I know, they don't have enough water every day. Now, they drink on top of that coffee, soda, energy drinks, caffeine, alcohol. They make them even more dehydrated. That damages their body and damages their liver. And you wonder why you're fatigued? And you wonder why you have memory loss? And you wonder why your hormones are not functioning properly? We need to make your body alkaline, and that's one of the first things that needs to be done. That's why we give you minerals. That's why we give you AlloPro. That's why we give you vitamin D3. That is live source, natural, pharmaceutical grade, organic, pre-digested. What that means? That means no matter how messed up your gut function is, because it is, it gets digested. As I said before, you need to avoid enriched foods. Enriched sounds good, but it's horrible. For example, when you have enriched food with ascorbic acid, that's vitamin C that many people think it is, but it is not. What happens in your body, that causes free radicals. And when you have free radical, it causes oxidation of the acid, which is the ascorbic acid. That is dangerous to your brain neurons and brain function. And when you have packaged food, when you have hydrogenated oil, when you have these enriched foods, white flour, pasta, rice, bagels, waffles, pancakes, all of that, it affects your brain neurons, brain function. Are you listening? And you wonder you're fatigued. You wonder why you have cloudy thinking. You wonder you're depressed. You wonder you are dependent on the medication that your shrink gave you or your doctor gave you. You wonder why you can't sleep. I'll give you another example about tyrosine. When you have sugar and enriched food, heavy metals accumulate in your body. See, when you put a toxin, it locks another toxin. When heavy metals stay in the body, it's not good. As a result, your body signals to your liver not to absorb more iron in the body because I have enough metal in my body. As a result, your liver will not make tyrosine. And when you need tyrosine to make thyroxine and adrenaline, remember, thyroxine is the T4, as I said, that needs to be converted in your liver. It's not going to happen. So when you don't have enough thyroxine, which is T4, you're not going to have enough T3. That is even if your liver functions properly to begin with, which is not. And when you don't have enough T3, you wonder why you're fatigued. You wonder why your body is not functioning. You wonder why you have pain all over. You wonder why you have low energy when you even get up in the morning. So that is why. The reason I say all these examples, to educate you, to make you understand why we need to treat the whole body, all organs, all at the same time. So as I said before, the answer to low energy is not Red Bull. Many of you know why. Some of you have low energy because lack of sleep. Some of you have low energy because of diet and chronic metabolic problem. But most of you have a bad diet, sleep problem, and low energy. See, you need to eat for energy. If you eat crap, you will feel crap. Some of you eat good and still feel crappy. That's why you're listening to this video. It's multiple organs involved. Many of you suffer from insomnia and sleep problems. We need to fix that as one of the first things we need to fix. Your body is designed to get rid of toxins and inflammation, which is causing your autoimmune condition, while you sleep through your lymphatic system. You have to sleep to heal. If you don't sleep, all the garbage and junk stays in your body. Also, you will not have enough energy the next day. If you don't have energy, your body will shut down. Your body needs sleep and energy to be able to sleep and be energized. You need energy for your body to work properly. You need energy to lose weight. That is why people don't lose weight when they starve themselves. When you starve yourself, you will not lose weight. You will use muscles and energy. That is why the people who take 4 to 5 meals a day, they lose weight, because their body has constant energy coming. That is why we give you the natural, life source, pharmaceutical grade supplements. Now, in addition, as I talked before, your brain has to have normalized activity for you to be able to have energy and be able to sleep well. If there is overstimulation or understimulation, you're not going to be able to sleep. I don't want to get into that topic. That's on another DVD. That is why we give you oxygen treatment to normalize your brain activity and give enough food to your brain so your brain can be at rest. On many patients that we have tested them on, and they have a problem with sleep, is one of the 3 problems. If you're unable to sleep, that means unable to go to sleep, most likely you have a problem with your gallbladder. If you're unable to stay asleep, most likely you have a problem with your stomach. And if you wake up in the morning not energized, feel groggy, most likely you have a problem with your adrenal gland and you're suffering from something that's commonly known as adrenal fatigue. Now let's talk about your stomach. We need to fix your stomach and liver so your stomach can function properly. Why I said liver? Because your liver cannot function properly without your stomach cannot function properly without your liver. 20% of the T4 that your thyroid produces converts to T3 in your gut area. 60% is in your liver, 20% is in your stomach. So many chronic condition sufferers, they have low stomach functioning. Very common is low stomach acid. You are suffering from low stomach acid, not high stomach acid. As soon as I say that, you're telling yourself that I have a lot of stomach acid because I have acid reflux. That is not hydrochloric acid, what you're feeling. That is lactic acid, what you're feeling. The food that you eat, it stays in your stomach because of not enough hydrochloric acid, and it starts fermenting, it starts rotting, and lactic acid is produced. Doesn't go anywhere, comes up. One of the biggest problems with chronic condition patients, especially low energy, fibromyalgia, can't sleep, thyroid problem is hypocholohydria, low stomach acid. What you're feeling coming up in your stomach is not hydrochloric acid. It's lactic acid. It comes up as a form of heartburn. And as you are aware, 80% of your immune system that fights with everything comes from your gut. One of the biggest problems with diabetics, thyroid sufferers, chronic pain sufferers is hypocholohydria. That means low stomach acid, low functioning stomach, low functioning gut, low functioning immune system.
I've been having ongoing problems for a very long time. A lot of it was indigestion, heartburn, acid reflux, constipation, problems going to the bathroom. I was practically living off of Pepsid AC and antacid pills. I was popping them at least 3 or 4 times a day like candy, as well as taking stool softeners. And ever since I've been taking the vitamins that Dr. Maz has given me, I can tell you right now that I have not taken any antacid pills, any heartburn medication, any stool softeners. I've been going to the bathroom regularly, no abdominal pains, no bloating, and it just feels great not to be able to have to take these things over and over again, and all the money that I spent in all these pharmacies, popping these things like candy. It was just horrible, and I have to say that my sleep has gotten much better, and headaches have practically gone away. I used to suffer from migraines and was on prescription medication, and I can honestly say that I'm not on prescription medication anymore for the migraines, and I actually even stopped taking Excedrin, which was something else I was always taking all the time for my headaches, and I can say it's been about 3 weeks now since I've taken Excedrin, and I just feel really great, and I just want to thank MedWell Center for helping me.
Another problem with low stomach acid and low functioning stomach, there is something that's called methylation. Hydrochloric acid, which is the stomach acid, creates methylation or methyl groups in your body. It's needed for better drainage of your lymphatic system as you sleep at night. Now, these methyl groups, they produce cells as well. They help in cell replication. When you take antacids, which most of you take when you have a stomach problem, it reduces that hydrochloric acid that's low to begin with, and you constantly go downhill. And that is why we need to fix your stomach. A lot of people, they're doing something good by alkalizing their body, but stop drinking alkaline water, because alkaline water makes your low stomach acid even lower. Your stomach needs to be acidic. Why nobody talks about this? Because pharmaceutical companies, they make $40 billion of sales on antacids. Now, as a result, you deplete your methyl groups by reducing your hydrochloric acid in your stomach. Another big problem with cancer patients, which is a chronic problem, when you don't have enough methyl groups, that promotes degeneration and promotes neurogenic conditions, promotes cancerous cells. Low stomach acid causes low methyl groups. Low methyl groups causes increasing of the bad genes of the body. Degeneration of brain neurons, ALS, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's. If you give excitotoxins to your body, if you give aspartame, it causes multiple sclerosis, ALS, Alzheimer's, dementia. That is how important it is to have proper methylation and proper amount of stomach acid in your stomach. I want you to understand, many people, they come to my office, they say, oh, my stomach is fine. I don't have indigestion. I don't have belching. I don't have this or that. But I want you to understand, symptoms is one of the last things that appear. What they don't understand is the people who have Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson, ALS, it doesn't happen overnight. People don't get a heart attack today and yesterday their heart was healthy. It's a chronic problem. It takes a while to get to a condition stage of Alzheimer's, dementia, on and on and on. Now, methyl groups, they replicate cells at the DNA level. What does that mean? Why do I say that? Because when you increase your hydrochloric acid in your stomach, you are turning off good genes. You're turning on good genes and you're turning off bad genes. I told you, I'm not a professional speaker. So when you have enough hydrochloric acid, you turn on good genes, you turn off bad genes. Oncogenes. Heard of oncologist? Cancer doctors? Oncogenes. So you want to turn on the good genes, turn off the bad genes, the cancer genes. When you have high methyl groups, this happens. When you have low stomach acid, you don't have enough methyl groups. When you don't have enough methyl groups, you're going to have more bad genes, less good genes. The mothers who have birth defects, that could be one of the causes of it. If you have depression, if you have cognitive decline, if you have loss of memory, that could be the cause of it, your stomach. That's why we need to fix the stomach. That's why if you have memory loss and depression, we got to fix the body. If you have stomach problem, we have to fix the body. If you have thyroid problem, we have to fix the body. Most likely you're suffering from something that's called dysbiosis. What that means is that you have more bad bacteria in your gut than good bacteria in your gut. We need to eliminate that right away. You need to stay away from pesticides, toxicity. Avoid fruits and vegetables that contain pesticides. I always say that. If it looks good, if it looks shiny, it's not good. It has a lot of pesticides and chemicals. Because the stuff that they put on the fruit to make it look shiny, they produce organophosphates. Organophosphates, they deplete the liver's ability to detoxify. When liver does not detoxify, where does the toxins stay? In your body. So you need to eliminate toxins, you need to eliminate pesticides. Because the body doesn't know what to do with it. The body gets confused. Then it attacks your organs, then you feel fatigued. Then you can't sleep. Then your thyroid is not going to get fixed. Not even with taking medication. So that was cause number one, acidity. Cause number two of massive inflammation, toxicity, decreased immune response is excitotoxins, free radicals. Free radicals, they damage the powerhouse of the cell, the mitochondria of the cell. Now, if you have a lot of free radicals, which I'm going to go over how you get free radicals. If you have a lot of free radicals, you wonder why you're fatigued. You wonder why you can't sleep. You wonder why you don't respond to metformin and diabetes medication. You wonder why nobody can fix you, because nobody is taking care of the cause. Nobody is taking care of the free radicals. What causes free radicals? Poor diet, hydrogenated oil, potato chips, junk food, diet soda, refined sugar, enriched foods, white flour, pasta, pancake, bagels, white salt. If it looks good, if it's too white, it's processed. You may have food sensitivity. Gluten, dairy, and soy, they're the main three foods that you need to avoid if you don't want to spend the money to get tested to feel better. especially gluten. They are the three biggest food that cause inflammation, that cause toxicity in the body. Gluten. I have not had a patient, I've treated thousands of patients. I have not had a patient who stayed off of gluten who did not feel better. Some of you, very minority of you, have been tested for gluten sensitivity. Right off the bat, if you did blood test, you wasted your time. It has to be a stool test. Secondly, the stool test that you have had, if you have had it, it has to be gluten reactivity test, not gluten sensitivity test. So we tell people to stay off gluten and they feel better because it causes inflammation and high toxicity in the body. You need to stay away from toxic chemicals, toxics in meat, the hormones in meat. Raw fish, you need to eliminate raw fish. If you are on sushi diet, thinking you're having fish, you're causing more harm than good for your body. Guaranteed you have parasite. Guaranteed you have liver fluke if you consume sushi more than once or twice a week. You need to stay away from heavy metals. Aluminum. Aluminum is an antiperspirant. Nobody talks about that. You put that every day. You need to get the antiperspirant that doesn't have metal, that doesn't have aluminum. When you put that in your body every day, it accumulates. Stay away from mercury fillings. Stay away from nickel crowns. Aluminum is in multiple packaged foods that you buy from supermarket to keep it fresh for longer. Looks good, bad for the body. You need to eliminate bad oils. This is a biggie. Eliminate bad oils. You need to eliminate hydrogenated oils. Do not have canola oil. Use olive oil, not cooked. When you cook it, you oxidize it. No good. Coconut oil, great. Coconut oil is one of the best oils. And if you want to cleanse your body, you should have coconut oil 1 tablespoon a day because parasites and liver flukes hate it. That's how you get rid of them. And that's why we give it to patients who we suspect to have parasite or liver fluke. You need to stay away from excitotoxins. Excitotoxins, they are neurotransmitters which can cause cell death. Yes, they are neurotransmitters that causes cell death. MSG, number 1. MSG is in a lot of foods. MSG is in everything, especially if you eat fast food outside, there's MSG in it. The sushi that you eat doesn't have MSG if they have a sign there is no MSG. But the soy sauce is full of MSG. If you go to McDonald's fast food, they have MSG in their food. That's an excitotoxin. Very common excitotoxin, aspartame, NutraSweet. Stop drinking diet soda. Stop drinking iced tea with 4 packages of NutraSweet. You will not lose weight on NutraSweet. You will actually gain weight because the body doesn't know what to do with it. In addition, it's going to mess up your brain neurons. It may make you have Alzheimer's, multiple sclerosis, dementia. It manipulates how your brain's supposed to function. Excitotoxins are dangerous. Every once in a while I get patients, they say, oh, Dr. Mas, can you give me reference on this, reference on that? My job is not to give reference. But you can look on the web, over 300 testimonials. Over 300 miraculous recoveries. That's what I do. If you want testimonials, Google everything I say and don't believe a word I say. If what I'm saying to you makes sense, call my office. If it doesn't make sense, do not call my office. I'm here to change your life. I am very serious to change your life so you gain your health back. It's not going to make a difference to me if you call my office or if you don't call my office, but it will make a difference to you. Let's move on to cause number 3. Cause number 3 of massive inflammation, toxicity, decreased immune response is infection. You wonder why you're not feeling well? We touched on it a little bit. You're constantly fatigued all the time. You're constantly in pain all the time. You may have an infection. Very common. Dental infection that nobody talks about. Root canals are hotel for bacteria and parasites and viruses. Root canals, they are the housings that parasites and viruses, they like to stay. The nerve is dead, so nobody is going to even know about it. There is no pain to know about it when you have root canal. Okay? You can have a gut infection, like I said. Parasites, they love raw fish. If you have a lot of raw fish, most likely you're suffering from parasite infection, organ infection, liver fluke. You need to fix your stomach to get rid of bad bacteria and replace it with good bacteria. You need to give your stomach hydrochloric acid. That's why most of our patients, they get HCl and HCl activator to take after a meal to activate their hydrochloric acid production, and they take a hydrochloric acid supplement and they get less indigestion, less belching, less heartburn by putting proper acid in their stomach. Before eating, you eat gastroven, probiotics, digestive enzymes. Based on what you need, we will give you these natural pre-digested format of supplements so we get the stomach working properly. Cause number 4 of massive inflammation, toxicity, and decreased immune response is autoimmune problem, autoimmunity. How do you decrease autoimmunity? Decrease inflammation, decrease toxicity, increase immune response. And that's what we do. So autoimmunity is a big factor that needs to be addressed because there is 2 parts to your immune system, Th1, Th2. Some people are more Th1 dominant, some people are more Th2 dominant. Most people have one side more dominant than the others. Th1 is the Pac-Man of the body. You know the Pac-Man, the game? My wife plays it all the time. What they do, they go after the bad guys and eat them. That's the immune function. That's the immune response. Th2, they're the antibodies. They tell the Pac-Man who to go eat. So if you're Th2 dominant, we need to increase your Th1 to balance it. That's why we give you vitamin A, we give you zinc, we give you echinacea, we give you garlic in the pill format. If you're Th1 dominant, we need to bring Th2 up to balance your immune system. That's why we give you green tea, grape seeds, on and on and on and on, to cleanse your liver and balance your immune system.
I came to Dr. Maz to explore his treatment, and the time I've been on it, it's been very good for me. It's helped me quite a bit. I've cut my thyroid medication in half. It's improved my vitamin D. I've had low vitamin D for about a year, and this is the only thing that has seemed to improve it. And I hope that it gets better as I go along, and I'm very well pleased with the treatment.
The next topic we're going to talk about is your thyroid and parathyroid. Everybody talks about thyroid, nobody talks about parathyroid. Parathyroid is as imperative to get fixed as thyroid gland. Everybody talks about thyroid, nobody talks about parathyroid. There are the 4 small nodular glands on top of your thyroid. Their job is to protect you against heavy metal toxicity and heavy metal exposure. It maintains body's calcium and levels of the calcium and keeps your body more alkaline. Hello? We talked about that. Your body needs to be alkaline. If it doesn't work properly, your body becomes acidic. These are some of the people who have a good diet and they get sick all the time. They have good diet, they don't lose weight. They have good diet, they don't respond to medication because their body is too acidic. And the cause of their acidity is nobody's taking care of their parathyroid gland. As I said before, I wish A plus B equals C. It does not work that way. We need to address your systems and organs of the body all at the same time to achieve maximum healing. How do you support your thyroid gland? We give you Thyroven. How do we support your parathyroid gland? We give you green tea extract ND. If you're taking green tea every day, it's good, but it's not enough because you're not taking 40 cups of green tea a day. And the green tea extract that we give you, 1 teaspoon of that is equivalent to 40 cups of green tea a day. So please don't argue with me that you don't want to take this, you don't want to take this pill, this powder. We are serious about fixing you, like I said before. You need to have 1 teaspoon of that a day to make your parathyroid, to reset your parathyroid function.
Hi, my name is Marjorie Durrett. I'm from Pennsylvania. I have an hour and a half ride each way. This is my 3rd visit, and I had trouble sleeping. I was only sleeping like 2 hours and waking up every 2 hours. But after the first visit, I slept for 5 hours straight.
The next organ we're going to talk about is your gallbladder. The way you help your gallbladder is not by removing it. If you're over 40 years of age, most likely you have a problem with your gallbladder which could make you not to even go to sleep. You're depleted in vitamin B6. Vitamin B6, its job is to keep bile in suspension in your gallbladder. If you're on birth control pills, if you have high stress, you deplete your B6 levels. When you deplete your B6 levels and you eat fatty food, the bile doesn't go through your liver for digestion to your large intestine for your digestion. And then you deplete your vitamin D. And then you wonder why you gain weight, despite the fact you exercise and you eat good. And you lower your vitamin D levels, you feel fatigued, and you wonder why you're fatigued. This is why we need to treat the whole body at once. This is why we need to take care of your gallbladder. We need to take care of your parathyroid. We need to take care of your thyroid. We need to take care of your stomach. We need to take care of your liver. Liver is the major detoxifier of the body. As I said, 60% of your T4 levels convert to T3 in your liver. Your thyroid's life is based on that. Your thyroid's function is based on that. If your liver doesn't function, this is not going to function. In addition, your liver is important for bile production. That's its job. It needs cholesterol. See, cholesterol has a bad name. Cholesterol balances your metabolism of your body. Cholesterol balances hormone production. Cholesterol helps fat and fat digestion. If you eat sushi frequently, It's not going to help it because you may get a parasite infection. We need to give you vitamin B, we call it Max B, and B12. That's a couple of supplements we give for liver support. In addition, we give you a supplement called Liver Support, ND. It's vital. So let's review. What causes chronic conditions such as autoimmune thyroid, fibromyalgia, diabetes, chronic joint pain, chronic fatigue? Number 1 is inflammation. Number 2 is toxicity. Number 3 is decreased immune response. What causes all of the above is acidity, free radicals, excitotoxins, infections, autoimmunity. If you are serious to correct your problem that is affecting your life, you are in the right place. If you don't care about your health, then I cannot help you. Not everyone is accepted for care here. We only accept patients who we feel we can truly help. If our doctors accept you for this program and you qualify for testing, you may start testing and treatment the same visit or the following visit based on how busy we are. Unless you're coming out of state, then we start the diagnostics the same visit and we try to start you on treatment the same visit. After we do the diagnostic evaluations, which may take several visits, we will formulate a customized, individualized treatment plan that would include oxygen treatment, brain mapping, neurofeedback treatment, the supplements that you would need, specifically to your needs. I want you to understand, you are the treasure in your life, not your car, not your house. Your family needs you, not your car, not your house. It's you that would make a difference. We need to fix you. Can we guarantee our treatment works? Absolutely not. Are we successful? Yes, very successful. I don't need to do this. You can get treatment or not get treatment. It's not going to change my life. But I have a passion to help people so they can live a better life, so they can function better. I'm not here for applause, I'm not here for pleasure, I'm not here for acknowledgement. I've had enough of that. I'm pursuing a passion to help people to live happy, to eliminate their years of frustration with chronic health issues. I cannot be committed to your health more than you will be. So my question to you is, on a scale of 0 to 10, how committed are you to fix yourself? 10 being the highest, 0 being the least. If you're less than a 9, I cannot accept you. I only accept patients if they're a 9 or a 10, because we are here, we put our efforts and energy at a level 10 to help you. If you're interested, call our office at 201-848-8000 and we will help you. And God bless.